Googled Double William, and it came up with Double Dave's Pizza Works. So
I'm not sure if that makes me feel better or worse.
I don't know either. It's on William Cannon Drive, though.
Yeah, it's a. Yeah.
All right.
I guess it matters what you get on the pizza, I suppose.
Yeah. Definitely matters what you got on the pizza. All right. That doesn't make sense to anybody who's watching.
Hi, Internet.
All right. So, last time we left off, you guys finally found James Greyhall, the mastermind behind the assassination attempt against your boss, Logar Coalbelly. He turned out to be not a complete dick, and you guys think that he might be irrational enough that you can somehow weasel a deal with him and avoid the whole facing a really powerful wizard and possibly being killed in the process. So you left feeling pretty good, and we'll pick up there. You guys leave the house where he was located and head back and discuss your plan on what you're going to do. So go ahead, come up with your plan.
Right. So we blow them up.
So first things first, guys. Before we decide how we're going to use Greyhall, don't you think we ought to find out if he's actually planning on cooperating with us? That will influence our plan greatly.
That will influence our plan greatly. I mean, it's...
He said come back in a week.
Yeah, we can do most of it without him.
Mm-hmm.
So...
We can do all the important bits without him.
Yeah, but if he's on board, even if he's not on board with getting himself blown up, if he's on board with helping prep the explosions, that saves time and money.
So you guys are proposing telling him that we plan to blow him up?
No, we already did that.
Yeah, he said he
had made
no longer wanted to live, and we said, well, why don't you just take out the bad guys when you go?
Are you talking about Logar, or are you talking about the wizard?
The wizard.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were proposing to go to Logar and be like, hey,
oh,
so
no,
we're gonna fake blow you up.
That's different.
It's gonna die.
Yeah. So what happened was Amber, played the you don't really have anything left to live for if your family's dead. So if you're gonna take out the big your arch nemesis, you might as well take yourself out in the process. And he's like, I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, but we put that up front as a, hey, this may sound kind of insensitive and may not be a good idea, but this might help you achieve your goal. So it wasn't that we're going to sneak around behind his back and blow him up. It was just an option on the table.
Yeah.
Right, and if he says, I want to live, I want to go back to the Arcanum, because we said we would look into that. Did we look into that?
And
Or are we just going to lie?
Not yet.
We need to look into stuff. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, we need to do some looking into before we come up with the final plan.
Yeah, so
So,
I mean, we've
Jesse,
got a week. We could do a lot of research.
You remember you gave me secret plans or secret documents?
Yes.
So we never decided what the secret documents had in them.
Correct. Was that regarding the Alliance for Peace, or was that regarding Pure Human?
Which one did I used to be a member of before they went apeshit crazy?
That would have been the Alliance for Peace that turned into oh shoot. Why do I not?
That was that other organization
the third organization, Human Liberation Front.
Them guys.
Yeah.
So I have some secret documents from them. So I'm wondering, how do we resolve what's in them? Because there's a couple of things that I would be interested in having secret documents of. One of them is all the dirt on Logar, everything they've ever investigated about him, his movements, and blah 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 blah.
Let's see. Is that what it is? 19 says that is highly likely. So, yeah, some of the documents that you have, you still, when they were in the process of sort of radicalizing, they started tracking senior members of the Dwarven government, and one of the things I had was the personal address of Logar Coalbelly and others, and that's what you have.
Okay.
Ooh, you have his personal address.
Mm.
Interesting.
And quite honestly, that's probably how they knew when to attack him.
Right. And now we know the same thing.
Yeah. Now that said, he's still in pretty rough shape.
What is his medical status? Is he like gonna live, but he's just still homebound?
He was maimed.
Right.
The explosion was done in a way that magical curing does not do the trick. So that's why it's taking up. It's not just a heal, he's done. Greyhall wanted this to be, if it doesn't take him out, he bleeds to death.
Right.
And so he's got like part of his foot missing and a large chunk of his leg, and he's like mangled up really bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not good shape.
Yeah.
So after we discuss the plan, basically, we want to find out stuff about Logar, right? Is that what everybody is agreeing upon?
Well, like what stuff? What
Well,
do we want to know about him?
Well, if we're going to go forward with this, we need to understand, we have his personal address, but we need to kind of understand more about him before we can formulate any kind of plan to try and get him.
Not really. We don't need to know anything extra about him. We've dealt with him enough.
Okay.
On that front.
So we just want to go to his home address and try and get him, or?
No. We want to execute a complicated plan. Why would we just go kill him? That would be too simple.
Well.
But I think we need to go to the Arcanum and find out what we can tell Greyhall about his chances of being taken back into the fold.
Yeah.
He is, so just for the record with Logar, he's still at the Earth Mother Church receiving treatment there. So he's not even at home. If you wanted to, break into his house and snoop around and try and find details on him, you could. But as for tracking him down, you know exactly where he's at. He's the last place you saw him.
And I don't know that we really care about details about him. We're not trying to blackmail him or anything. We know where he's at, so...
So then we're abandoning. Well, we're going towards just killing him and doppelganging him. Is what we're gonna do.
Want to recap the plan, Miles? That you sort of have a handle on this plan better than anybody.
So let me pull this up real quick. Okay. So part 1A, we'll say, is we found out that this not a lich, but effectively a lich wizard wants this one dwarf dead. This one dwarf just happens to be the head of the Brina Eldar at the moment. I figured we could get the both of them to blow each other up, and then while they're all blowing up, we can use some magic to make somebody else look like Logar and put somebody that we want at the head of the Brina Eldar in order to either make things better and or cause a civil war, which could make things better.
Okay.
Then the extra complicated stacks on top of that are, well, it would also be nice if we could do something like kill the people that Will wants to kill so that he stops trying to just murder everybody. Or get rid of some of the higher-ups that are the Dragonborn because they're enslaving people in order to run their secret city. Or get rid of those racist humans, because why not?
So let's see. We want to kill dragonborn, humans, and dwarves.
Yeah.
That seems a little ambitious to me.
But they're all bad. But
They're bad. They're just bad.
so we're
I don't like them. They're bad.
but my thing is that so we're just going with the plan to kill Logar. Like we're not gonna try to.
Well, everything else is nice to have if we can make it all fall in place. And we've got a week to assess the situation. We can see how much falling in place we can make happen.
I'm a little concerned about trying to go after the Dragonborn at the same time, particularly. Convince me why that's.
Well, we don't really have any reason to go after the Dragonborn at this point right now.
Well, I do, because I'm like this protest singer, right? That's my character. So she's like against injustice in the world.
Yeah.
In her own way. She just makes up her own rules. But
we've seen with our own eyes that the Dragonborn are kidnapping and enslaving people in order to do their own separationist thing. So that's one reason to start stopping them right there. We've seen that it looks like if they can't get away, they may start a revolution and then essentially just replace the dwarves and be as awful to everybody or worse. So there's that. In addition, some of the party members also have personal grudges against specific ones.
Okay.
now, my question is, and I think we may have discussed this, but I don't remember, are we going to tell Moki, or is Moki going to have to just hear it and go, oh my god, I got nominated to be the next
It's
leader?
not a good idea to tip Moki off about your...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like she'll always try to do the right thing, so
Right, so she'll sabotage
you
it.
don't want to let her know that you're doing bad stuff.
well, and to be clear, Moki is not a member of the Brina Eldar.
Yeah, she's not.
At all.
So,
Right, I know, but
so she wouldn't be a good replacement because they would replace Logar with someone from within.
Yeah, well, the only person that we know that was or used to be within is kind of not a viable solution.
I don't know what
but-
you're talking about.
if Logar actually made a pronouncement that it was time to,
To turn
broaden
over
their
and leave.
base because of all this violence, we need to reach
Right.
out, would the Brina Eldar dismiss it out of hand, even though he's the head?
Well, right now he is sort of the wild card liberal of an incredibly conservative organization.
So it wouldn't be a slam dunk. He's kind of a black sheep, even though he's
Yeah.
right now in charge.
His tenure has seen the Brina Eldar go from everyone is trained to kick indoors and step on people's throats to, well, we should do more with the whole educating people about dwarven culture because that's actually what we exist for. And everyone's like, hump, that's a horrible idea. We like killing people.
Okay, got it. So he's not necessarily going to be able to lead, even if.
And if he was to go straight up, yeah, we should be nice to everyone. I'm going to put someone from the Alliance of Peace in charge. Like, it would be straight up. You're not fit for duty. We're ignoring you.
So
Well,
that puts a damper on that whole plan.
Not really.
Yeah.
That's a side project.
Yeah.
Well,
one
you could-
thing is,
that was a big thing for
technically-
my character. That you would kill this guy for the greater good, not just kill him.
I mean, you could technically use Illidan as a temporary, like he's replaced now, and then I don't know, years down the road, somebody else takes his spot from him.
well, there's already a temporary guy. We've met
Yeah.
that guy. He's overworked.
And he doesn't like Moki at all.
So
Yeah. But by the way, Brian, his opinion of Moki is what most of the Brina Eldar feel towards the other races, and especially the Alliance for Peace, and anyone
Yeah.
who supports them.
Well, that kind of I didn't grok this before, so that kind of sheds a whole new light on it for my character. We're going to get rid of the liberal guy, and and that person's going to be replaced by a complete asshole.
Probably.
Well, definitely, because all the rest of them are.
Unless we can finagle something. In other words,
So
but
the
we have.
finagling of something is big on my list of things we should do.
Yeah.
Now,
So, question: roughly how many Brina and Eldar members are there?
I think there are around 300 total.
Who's next in line? Do we know?
Probably the number 2 that's already in charge right now.
Yeah,
Correct.
we've met him, and he's overworked, and he's a jerk.
He's not competent either.
Well, he's kind of a bumbling idiot. That could work to our advantage.
He can't. Well, he's not a bumbling idiot, but he obviously can't handle the stress of the job.
Mm.
So, here's another question: roughly how many of those members are like serious leadership material, and how much is just foot soldier?
It would be hard for you guys to gather that. From what Will's character would know, there are a couple people who could replace Logar. Generally, the Breen Eldar is broken up by floor. So, like the person who's in charge of Sanctuary, for example, who commands all the troops there, he could take over, or perhaps the one from New Haven or Grishackum.
So the current number 2, would he be taking over, assuming he doesn't die?
The current number 2 is the most likely to take over as an interim until they get someone better to replace.
Okay. So,
He would tell the king, who ultimately would get involved at that point, I can't do this, and you need someone who's going to be able to do a better job.
So, is there any benefit at all at this point, guys, in us either digging up dirt on Logar or on the number 2?
Not
Or
really.
should... Okay, so what should we do going forward then?
So,
Well, here's a question: if the number 2 doesn't say, "Hey, I'm overworked, somebody else should do it," will he stay in charge?
Sorry, say that again?
So say the number 2 doesn't tell the king, "Hey, look, I can't do this. Get someone competent." Will he stay in charge if Logar dies?
Probably yes.
So instead of replacing Logar, why not just somewhat permanently replace that guy?
Well, we have to kill Logar because that's the wizard guy wants.
Yeah, no, like I'm still saying kill Logar, but instead of trying to like replace Logar so he names another successor, why not just replace the overworked, really incompetent dude nobody will mind suddenly gets better,
Yeah.
and then just blow Logar the fuck up anyway?
Well,
sure.
the problem with that is what Jesse was saying, is that we don't get to choose who that is,
Yeah.
and
No, but
they're not going to accept anybody who isn't.
yeah, but that's the point. Like, instead of having somebody else be nominated, just replace the guy in charge, like polymorph someone else to take his spot permanently.
yeah, and then have
You're
people
saying-
start.
You're saying polymorph the number 2 and get rid of him.
Yes, and replace somebody else with the number 2, now pretending to be the number 2,
So who's
indefinitely.
going to volunteer to permanently be the head of the breed of Eldar that we like?
Illidan will.
Mookie.
Double will.
It won't be
What's-
Milky. She wouldn't have any hand in that.
We just
Plus, that's
sneak in
one-
and polymorph
that's-
her when she's not looking.
That's
So,
one good way to write off Illidan as a non-character.
so
He becomes an
here are my thoughts
NPC.
on Illidan. Illidan getting himself permanently polymorphed to look like the second in command and taking over from there. Of all the people you know, he knows the Breen Eldar best, so he'd be able to fake it the best.
But
Now, once he became an NPC, his bloodlust towards the human and dragonborn may cause other problems down the road.
okay, so here's
Problems for us, though?
no. Here's a follow-up on that. What if we make the last and final explosion look like it was the Dragonborn's fault?
Yes. What if we tell Illidan that we will work with him to avenge him with, kill the Dragonborn?
I mean, we can if we get enough blame stirred up, there's the possibility that maybe there's talk of letting people go their separate ways rather than just dissolve into another complete civil war.
Well,
Or there's just
Illidan,
another civil war.
yeah, Illidan's already started the ball with the whole anti-dragon.
Yeah, the Dragonborn thing is kind of.
I guess the question I would have is, would you be just as okay with them actually just leaving?
Hey, leave, go away, get out of my plate. Because honestly, out of all of them, I mean, the humans are bad, but the dragon can, in my opinion, are far worse.
So if we can make it look like a cabal of the Dragonborn who are radicalists blew up Logar, get them blamed for the whole thing, and then use that all as a motivator for trying to convince the
Right.
dwarves to...
And it wouldn't be a far cry either, because they totally hired us to fuck those guys up. So like even people inside the Breen Eldar would be like, yeah, we kind of poked the bear with that one. So yeah, I like that idea.
I do too.
Wasn't
that
that a
point-
secret mission though?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but not to the Breen Eldar. I mean,
But who would know of it in the Breen Eldar though? That's what I'm asking. Like, it would
Small
just be
handful,
leadership.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a small amount of people.
Well, unbeknownst to you guys, over the past few days, and since you did that, the situation with the Dragonborn has changed slightly. So like the ground has shifted.
would you like to elaborate on that?
No.
So revision number 2. What we do is we stage it to look like Malak the White and any of his cronies are responsible for blowing up Logar. We silently replace number 2, and then we have liberal leanings that are pro kicking the Dragonborn out of the city so they can go make their own city instead of
Mass murder.
instead of murder. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we understand it wasn't all the Dragonborn that did this, so instead of that, we're going to push for allowing races and other people to go and found new cities.
They can take out charters and take out charters and shit and establish their own. Okay, I like that.
Just a quick question. Now, we keep speaking about the Breen Eldar as if they're the final authority, and
That's
it
true.
sounds like they're not. Final authority would be the Dwarven King and
Right.
his armies.
Yeah,
What
but
is their leaning?
good point.
Because I think they would just come down like an iron fist on anybody that was rebelling, or
So, and you make a good point. One of the problems you have is the Breen Eldar is one of the non-militant bodies of the dwarves, if that tells you anything.
Right.
So, yeah, the actual dwarven army, the ones who fight the wars when the civil unrest comes, they treat the Breen Eldar as sort of the first tier to sort of placate and make them sit down and shut up. And if the Breen Eldar can't handle what's going on, then the military gets involved and things go downhill very quickly.
Well, if that happens, then all the Dragonborn die. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Well, part of the problem with that is the Dwarven King, actually, the Dwarven King's brother, way back when the calamity first happened, was he had a vision from the Earth Mother who said, "Bring them all in and keep them safe. Anyone who asks for sanctuary." And so they are under divine command to keep the other races not so much alive, but make them survive.
okay, but
So-
I'm okay with this. I mean,
maybe-
But we
Yeah.
can convince them that it might be better for their survival for them to. But that's later on. So what we need to decide is what we need to do right now.
okay. So we got to go to the Arcanum. We got to talk to Grey Hall. But I think the plan, if I understand it correct, to recap, we're going to blow up Logar and maybe Greyhall, if that's what he wants to do, or if he just wants to stage this. I think it's better if he blows himself up. Personally, I think that's one less person who knows what we've done. And then, but his call. We can't force him to do it. And then we're going to make it look like the Dragonborn did it. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that, but we'll figure that part out.
Yeah.
So first, we need to figure out what we're going to tell Greyhall, which means we have to go to the Arcanum and talk to
Winterhand.
Blinky Bumps or whatever his name is. Winterhale. Yeah, that guy. No, you've been apprenticing with him. You're like.
I need more than a week to learn how to do all of the explosives, man. Like, that'll take at least 2.
Well, you can try and save him.
I mean, if this guy has lived for a while, I think we don't need to do it all in one day. We can be patient and slowly plot and plan this and just kind of work at it. And just most of that'll be a montage.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be a montage. A progressing montage.
So, first step, you guys, everything else, set to the side. You want to find out more about how the Arcanum can fit back into the picture with Greyhall and if they can work things out. So, you guys head out to. By the way, Demi went off to investigate who's been putting the hits out on the party. So that's where she's at.
Yeah.
Hand wave.
Hand wavy.
So the rest of you guys head over to the Arcanum and arrange for a meeting with Winterhand. He can't meet with you that day because he's currently not here. But he said he's willing to meet with you the following day.
Okay.
Well, Shock says what's up to Tom.
Is
And
sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say he says what's up to Tom, and they need to get together, and because
Yes.
it's gonna hook Tom up.
Get together, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's somewhere between humoring the creepy guy and not committing to anything.
It's like Tom, you're awesome. We'll see you soon.
Okay, so a side question then. I don't think anybody happens to know anybody in the Dwarven whatever passes for government part of the government. Is there
Loki.
any way? Is there any way to get like a general request to talk to somebody that's kind of higher up?
You could request. Well, Moki could request audience with one of the chancellors, who it's like their British PMs, that sort of thing. They have their chamber with all the lords and do their harumphing, and she could arrange a meeting with one of them.
Okay, if she could get something on the side for me, I want to ask them a couple of questions. I'm assuming that whoever she can get willing to do that is probably going to be more liberally leaning.
Yes, because the conservative ones wouldn't even talk to her.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be a thing in a little while.
So let me do something real quick here. Okay. So let's see. We'll say this is day 1. You arrange for a meeting with Winterhand on day 2.
Be right back.
We'll say you meet with the Dwarven Chancellor on day 3. And his name is Thorinir. Well, I'll type it. It's a very undwarven name.
Yeah, it is.
And he's very sensitive about it if you ask him.
I'm not gonna.
Alright, so do you guys want to arrange anything else, or you want to just skip to day 2?
One thing that I want to put out there is that there is a possibility that as a hobgoblin, Shuck may be able to maybe get some inside information on Dragonborn to kind of do like a double spy type thing. If he goes down to the arena and maybe tries to work in, what do you guys think about that?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you actually you know a Dragonborn. I think it was Sturtod the Red, but you haven't seen him around lately.
He did.
So okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that I'm thinking Shock will go down to the. In the meantime, Shock will go down to the arena and look around and just kind of like he's gonna play up like he is he's fed up with these humans and these dwarves and he's looking for an alternative to it.
Okay. Let's see. Would there be anyone there who would care? No.
No one's there. All right. Can I ask after what's his name? Shock or
Sturtod the Red.
Sturtog. Can I ask after him?
Yes. Nobody's seen him in a couple of weeks. There's this new Dragonborn who's a lot smaller and a lot younger who's been calling himself Sturtod the Red, but everyone knows that's not Sturtod.
That's not Sturtog. Okay. Is that guy there?
The new guy?
Yeah.
Yes. He would be there.
Okay. So can I ask him about what happened to the real Sturtog the Red? The real Sturtog the Red?
Don't know, don't care.
Oh, is this the thing that you Dragonborn do? You just replace each other?
Yeah.
It's like the Dread Pirate Roberts.
There's always got to be one red Dragonborn at the arena.
You know where Sturtog is?
I'm Sturtog.
That's
That's my title.
Right. The guy who was before you. Do you know what his actual name is? He owes me money. He bet against me, that bastard.
Don't know. He stopped showing up. That's why I got called in.
Okay. Who called you in?
Some white Dragonborn.
White Dragonborn. You remember his name? Her name?
Malak.
Malak. Okay. You know where I can find Malak?
Probably in Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Great. Okay.
We know
That's
Malak.
helpful.
We know of Malak.
Shock doesn't know of Malak, though, does he?
Nope.
Not other than whatever you guys told him in the plans. So okay. And there's no any of this, right? Just the student.
Sorry, say that again?
There's no other Dragonborn around here that really care about anything I'm saying except for this dude.
Nope. The Sturtod the Red is sort of a title that they keep one person in the arena to show that they're superior, and that's it. And individual Dragonborn may show up, but they're not that's not their job.
Okay.
That's just them proving that they're badasses.
All right. So I'll go ahead and go back to the others and tell them about how the Sturtog the Red has disappeared, and he's been replaced by somebody else, by this white dragon called Malik. And Malik apparently is at the temple, so maybe we should go talk to him.
Or who fills our buddy in about Malak?
Illidan can certainly fill everyone in.
All right. So
I'm gonna
You- you-
totally be biased and paint him out as this.
you explain how Sturtad the Red was a coward and weak, and Malak is a horrible person, and he butchers children and weddings, and is generally not a nice guy. And as you say that, everyone around you sort of rolls their eyes and looks away. And he just Illidan paints this just horrible picture of these two Dragonborn that they've run into. Are you going to tell them that they've killed Sturtad the Red? Or are you going to leave that part out?
Because the only two people in the party that knows is myself and Ethel's character.
Chronica.
Yep.
Is that the one that you guys stole the panties from, or?
No, that's the guy way back in the beginning when Illidan was quote unquote still nice.
Oh,
Now
okay.
the characters.
Yeah.
That was ages ago.
Yeah, that was when he let you guys torture Sturtad the Red.
Oh,
He was the
okay.
nice guy. He walked out of the room.
Now he's the one.
Okay.
I can certainly say that if I'm going to say it, it would be that he was brought in for questioning and he resisted arrest, and unfortunately during the process he was killed. I'm going to make it painted out that it was totally his fault.
Yeah. Maybe we should visit this guy.
Visit what? Oh, Malik?
And yeah, since we know where he might be. Unless you guys have some other
I
plan.
can tell you, if we visit Malik, there is going to be a very big fight.
Okay. Should we do something about him, because he sounds like a bad guy? Should we just let him keep walking around?
Well, he's yes, he's a terrible guy. Yes, we would love to do something to him, but unfortunately he's gone underground and he is incredibly difficult to locate.
If we can draw him out, we totally want to blow him up.
Yes. Boot to the head.
So what I'm hearing you say is you have a party member who has no association with Malak talking to a guy who knows Malak and might potentially be able to talk him into a meeting.
Yup.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard that right.
How could Shock do this? Maybe if he wants to, I know, Shock can offer to fix a fight to lose to the new Dragonborn, but he wants to talk to this Malik fellow. Personally, and assure that he gets compensated for it, but he'll make the Dragonborn look strong. What do you guys think about that?
That sounds good.
Could work.
Are we-
Assuming he's okay with, he isn't super honorable, but it doesn't sound like he is. So.
Are we wanting to try and bring out Malik right now, this early into it, or do we want to wait for that?
Yeah, you can always shelve this and do it afterwards.
Yeah. I'm neutral on the matter, but
Well, if we kill him now, we can't blame him later.
Right.
That's true.
Right, we just need to know where he is.
But we can use that to get him out later on. but there's still this whole time. I mean, like we have a week before shit's probably going to go down.
Here's the thing. If we know where he's at, it would be easier to frame him for
That's
being
true.
complicit in assassinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can work his alibi against him.
Okay, so Shock sets up a meeting where we're meeting Logar, or where Logar might be.
No, you set up. Never mind.
We set up a meeting where Logar might be,
No,
or
you
where.
set up the initial meeting in a safe place where you just get to know this guy and he starts
Okay.
to like you
Okay,
because you're gonna do him favors.
so I should go meet him now then.
Yeah, so while you're talking to him about rigging these fights that
Yeah.
his boy wins against you and you get a cut, you just kind of slyly drop a bunch of racist stuff about dwarves and
That sounds awesome.
talk
Okay.
about, this guy, and I had to kick him out of the road because he was being slow, just like
Yeah.
be casually racist around this dude while you're trying to do some dirty business with him.
Okay. Cool. That sounds good. So I'll go ahead and go back to the arena at this point and talk to the new Sturtag, the red, and say I need to set up a agreement with Malik for us to fight in your benefit.
Let's see. Make a deception check.
I don't know if I like that noise.
It's not a 1. It looks like a 1.
Let's see.
Yeah. So
Heavily deception.
Just don't roll a 1.
I don't. I rolled a 14.
so you should be okay.
Okay.
You may want to drop some hints that you owe some people some money or something just to make it more believable.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely what he's gonna do. He's like, I need to get paid.
So,
I'm moving on from this.
So through your amazing charisma and machismo, you actually impress this Dragonborn so much that he's now like, wow, you're cool. You'd actually do that for me?
Yeah. Well, and I need some money. I'm tired of this lifestyle. But yeah, I would do that for you, bro.
Yeah, he's all about that. He's like, I'll see if I can set something up. Oh, trying to get a hold of him sort of hard. He's been, here and there and disappearing and stuff. So I don't know, but I'll try and get something set up this week.
All right, you let me know. And I give him I give him Marty's address and be like, this is my assistant. Just contact me through him.
All right. One second here before I forget something. Okay. So yeah, that actually went pretty well. Way better than what you were expecting. Anything else that you guys want to do?
I think Twitch is just going to start working on that non-magical explosive I believe we talked about previously.
Okay. All right. So you are looking to create an explosive large enough to level, a small cavern. A large cavern if you can, but a small cavern, if nothing else.
Yeah, probably it's just a substance, the more the better, but
yeah.
Just something that isn't magical can be spotted with, say, detect magic.
Okay. Now, are you guys going to use Logar's mushroom hideout?
It's the site for the explosion, or just using...
Is the site for the explosion?
I think that was the plan, yeah?
I think
Well, what's
that's
the chance of getting him there if he's unable to leave the hospital?
I think if there was another explosion near the hospital, we might convince him that
That he had to hide out someplace safer. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. All right. So you guys. Okay. So let's see. How much? Ooh. You are off to a very good start for collecting combustible explosive materials.
Excellent.
So,
So, just to make sure, there hasn't really been anything like this previously, historically, right? Like, there isn't already TNT or TNT equivalents.
right. Yeah. There was no TNT. You're in uncharted territory.
You're a pioneer of explosives.
You are the Alfred Nobel of, what are you, Goblin?
Yes, also hilarious enough Swedish, so actually Alfred Nobel. I just want to make sure like there's nobody expecting non-magical kaboom. Because then this is very good.
Yeah, I mean, the dwarves are familiar with explosives and, natural gas explosions in the mines, but controlling those explosions is not something they really... It's a foreign concept to them.
Yeah. Cool. It just means we have a lot of surprise on our side, which is good.
Yeah, but that said, they are starting to learn to be wary of goblins because of that. But those are usually small explosions, though. This will be several
Also
orders
not-
of magnitude.
Also not intentional, which is another strike in our favor. They'll be like, God, they couldn't have done this. This appears intentional.
You're going to ruin everything for your race. Your race is going to be like Islamic now after they're going to get blamed for being
I'm
like
sorry, you say ruin. All I say is I'm going to go to my Goblin Brethren and go, Goblin Brethren, I invented this jelly. It goes kaboom when you set it on fire. And I will be the best goblin ever, and they will all love me forever and ever and ever. I will be the Jesus of goblins.
42 versions, all that, yeah.
All right. Okay, so you spend first day doing that. Second day, you're meeting with Winterhand. He's willing to meet. You guys come in, sit down. And he's like, okay. What do you need? Were you able to find Greyhall? Is he okay? Were you able to talk him out of attacking Logar?
It depends on your answer.
Answer to what?
He expressed at least interest to us to give up that pursuit, and if he could come back and be welcomed back into the Arcanum.
He says, I've always told him the door was open if he'd drop this ridiculous quest of his. And he has so far refused. So you're saying now that he's changed his mind? You were able to change his mind?
Well, we were able to work on him. I don't know if we've changed his mind or not. Not yet.
Let's have a discussion.
Yep, he was willing to talk about it. So there's a possibility, but he wanted to know if he'd gone too far and the offer was still on the table.
And make a quick deception check.
Oh, let me look. Do I have deception?
Oh crap, were we saying something that wasn't true?
Yeah. What he really wants to do is blow up Logar.
Everything you're saying is not true.
Well, no, it's not exactly untrue. We talked about that.
He does have genuine...
No, we talked about him blowing up Logar. This is entirely accurate, because now we're going to do it for him.
Yeah. You are walking that fine line of truth.
Yes, exactly. It's not entirely wrong. I got a 16 with my bonuses.
16. So let's see. And that is paired against... Is that insight?
Yeah.
Which is wisdom based.
Can I help her out by adding that, every man needs purpose? I know that. And can I help her with her roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll at advantage.
Okay.
I think you mean Ethel rolling an advantage.
Yeah, Ethel roll at advantage, sorry.
All right. Should I just re-roll one more die or pick them
Yes.
both up again? That would be a 4.
So it's better last
It's actually a 1, but I have a +3 bonus.
Okay, so he He looks at you, and he doesn't say anything for a long time. And he says, "So tell me more. What exactly did you say?"
Well, he still wants to pursue avenging his wife and child's death, but we also talked about other possibilities with him, and one of them was, if you could give up this crazy idea and come back and live your life in peace.
And he said he was willing to do that.
He didn't really say he was willing to do it, but
He said he would think about it.
he would think about it, and we should come back in a week. And it's been several days ago now.
2.
But we figure that if we can bring any more to the table, maybe he will make that decision.
If you can give the man a purpose in life other than a vendetta, then it's possible we can use that to help convince him.
What he said.
He'll have to start over. Is he aware of that? Did he mention that?
We weren't aware of that.
No, that wasn't discussed.
Well, when you speak to him next, tell him that if he gives up this quest for vengeance and comes back, he's welcome back, but he will have to start anew.
Okay.
What a new.
He'll understand.
He'll have to start over from in rank. Just he has to prove himself all over again, basically. Which that's reasonable.
What?
It is reasonable,
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
asking. Like, this guy is supposed.
Randy, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Gone. 5.
So yeah, you look at Winterhand, and as Shock is talking, he's just sort of going.
Oh man. Is there anything more that he could tell us about Grey Hall? Because I do not trust him.
Well, nobody trusts him. Winter guy, but I can never remember his name. He doesn't know. He has plenty of reason not to trust him as well.
Says I've other than my kind, I've known him as long as any other.
Is there a piece of personal information that you could give us that would help us convince him to go to your side?
He thinks about it, he's like, yes. Yeah, actually, I do. And you see him go over to one of the large filing cabinets in his office, and he starts going through, and he spends, probably 2-3 minutes going through various cabinets. Here we go. And he pulls out a piece of paper and sets it down. It's folded up, and he says, "Be gentle with it. It's quite old." He says, "Give that to him. That he might appreciate that."
Okay. Is it like so it's all folded up?
Yeah.
So does it look like if I unfold it, it's going to fall apart, or?
Don't touch it.
Possibly not.
I'll take it.
Okay. If you want to
Already
open it,
know.
just make a dex check.
Not at the moment.
Okay. I'm just stating for Shock's benefit.
I will take it, and I will put it in my messenger bag in one of the folders or whatever envelopes that they have to help keep nice things nice.
Says, "Is there anything else I can help you with? Is that all you wanted to speak to me about?"
I have a completely random question. How much does the Arcanum get involved in politics?
It depends on the politics.
Asking for a friend.
We have
She may want to run for stuff.
we have avoided involving ourselves successfully on numerous occasions and failed to keep ourselves out of the fray on occasion. Sometimes, the fight comes to us, and sometimes we go to the fight.
Okay. So if somebody was pushing for, say, separation of people, any general way you would lean on that? Like more towards indifference or more towards forcing people to stay where they are?
Separation how?
Like, what if we wanted to go start our own city? Good idea, bad idea?
I can tell you what happened the last time someone did it.
Please do.
There was an occasion where, it must have been about 128 years ago, give or take. There was head of the New Haven Council decided, we've had enough of this, we need to break off. And so they started digging. And they dug and dug and dug and headed north. And they caused a section of cavern to collapse, and it killed many people because it was right over the mines. Now, you could say, hey, stupid, maybe you should have talked to the dwarves before you started randomly digging in a direction, or, even talk to someone who knew what they were doing. But at the end of the day, that's not what mattered. All that mattered was these fools can't be trusted to go out on their own because they don't know what they're doing. And he sort of chuckles and says, the dwarves have a very low opinion of such short-lived races. I find that quite amusing myself.
Okay.
But to answer your question directly, I think there are people who would be against it. I think there's people who would be for it. Unfortunately, logic doesn't have much sway in the conversation. It's all gut and, history.
How do you personally feel about it?
Indifferent is an answer.
Torn.
Why torn? What are your pro and con arguments there?
Well, despite our differences, the city is stronger together. And if the balance is upset, then there could be unforeseen consequences. If, say, the orcs decided, hey, we can now survive 200-degree heat, we're going to go live on the surface. The power vacuum that would leave between the other races would probably result in another war.
So destabilize. What's your pro position?
For as big as this mountain is, it's incredibly small.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a man of reason.
I try.
Okay. Just asking.
What would he have anything else to say to that? It says I find it amusing that you say you're asking for a friend when I think they are probably the first thing from a friend to you.
He already kind of knows something's going on with, I'm assuming, a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Dragonkin, whatever.
Well, he knows that. He Says you come in here, and he's looking at Chronica and Illidan. He says you come in here, you start fights. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it out. Malak hasn't been back since that incident.
What is his opinion on Malik?
Frustrated tolerance?
Well, now he has plausible deniability. So.
Yeah. Do you have anything for me that could give me the upper hand if I were in the interest of peace to meet with Malik? Perhaps something that would make me more charming to him or persuasive?
Says why are you trying to persuade Malak of anything?
As you know, there's a lot of tension going on. And I have heard that there are issues with the Dragonborn.
Okay. Will, make a perception check.
Oh, goody. Ha 22.
Okay. As you're looking there, watching, he sort of has his hands like this, and you see his fingers start doing one of these numbers, and you're pretty sure he's casting some sort of spell.
Well, what am I going to be able to do? Oh, detect. Great.
Do I see this too, or?
Oh yes. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh God. Okay.
I keep forgetting that you're.
Oh, yeah, wizard.
Yeah.
8.
You're rolling horrible. You don't get to roll anymore tonight.
Normal.
So yeah, you're completely oblivious. You're just happy to be sitting in the same room with such a powerful mage.
Oh, anyway, I
So,
got
yeah.
to learn to make.
So you excuse yourself and run out. Anyone else have anything they want to ask him while you have a captive audience, so to speak?
Yeah, I have a feeling that we're the mouse, not the cat.
Well, I figure
Yeah, I mean,
he kind of seems like he would be on our side, so if I can try to get some benefit.
Illidan would not be sitting down in any of his chairs after what happened last time.
It seems like you'd be indifferent as good as you're gonna get.
Well,
Yeah. He has the long view in mind, so
Yeah.
whatever keeps everyone alive,
Yeah.
as long as possible. So he says, well, if there's nothing else, I'm glad I could help you.
So he didn't answer, but he didn't answer my question at all.
The answer was, actually, yeah, he didn't answer.
Did you answer his? Oh, you did, yeah.
The short answer is no. He doesn't have anything that can help with that.
Okay. All right. I don't have anything else.
He says, so just a parting word of advice. In Ronden Marr, you're never truly alone. Remember that. He turns his back to his desk and says, "Have a good day."
And I say to the group, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yep.
Yeah, especially since he was casting a spell and while we were chatting with him.
We don't know that, though.
I do.
Oh, you did?
Are
made your own?
you saying this to us?
Yeah. Well, not when we're in the room, but once we leave.
Oh, hang on, I'll be right back.
Did you happen to catch what spell it was?
Nope. Well,
Maybe it was a helpful. Shock is optimistic. Maybe it was a helpful spell to help me.
it wouldn't have been a spell that I would recognize.
It
Well, you're a
would.
sorcerer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sorcerer, not a wizard.
You could try explaining it to him, and he could make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Okay. Do I need to make a roll to explain it?
Go ahead and make an intelligence roll. Tell me what you get.
Great intelligence.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Okay. So
Between
Randy,
my complete inability to explain it and his amazing.
so you're like, he was doing this, and maybe
All I know
make
is he
one
was
rabbit.
rubbing his fingers together and it looked fishy.
Okay, so Randy, go ahead and roll a disadvantage. Tell me what you get.
Oh god. Okay. My lowest roll is a 12.
Lowest roll is a 12. So with your Arcana modifier, that is how much?
No, that's
Oh,
with
that's with it.
Oh my
I
god!
have a +9 to Arcana, and my roll is a 12.
You are the worst roller ever.
I did get a 14 on the other die, so that would have been really good.
So, what would you have gathered from that?
He was
The
impatient.
best you could tell is it was some sort of detection spell.
Okay.
You don't know if it was detect magic or detect lies or see invisible. But it was some detect thoughts.
Okay. So I'll just be like, sounds like some type of detect spell, maybe. I don't know. I guess without a better description, I'm not going to be able to figure it out.
So okay, so that is day 2. Anything else you guys want to do in day 2? Yes, no, maybe.
I keep working.
Yep, you keep
I'll
working.
Manny Petty.
I'm gonna
I guess I go back to my...
Marty is my manager now at the arena, so he sets up my fights and does stuff. So I want to make sure to get that squared away because
Okay.
all the paperwork, as my manager, he.
Okay. Hold that thought. Casper, make a dexterity save.
But you're saying something went right?
Well,
Not 20.
So when you're setting up dominoes and you get about half of them down and you accidentally set them off?
Yeah.
Well, these aren't dominoes.
Oh, God.
But
They're explosives.
it exploded, didn't it?
It did explode.
Success!
So yeah, I mean, it was 11 points of damage, which obviously you can get taken care of, but you know that you're at least on the right track.
Yes. That missing eyebrow is just a sign that science is happening.
Okay, let's see. Miles, so were you going directly to deliver the thing to Grey Hall?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So you head down there, and you're just, hauling ass like you normally do. You get there, you knock on the door, and you hear the voice say, "Come in."
Okay. I will put my hand in and take the message out and say, I didn't even read this one, but I'm totally curious, if you don't mind me peeking over your shoulder. This is from, what's his name over at the Arcanum, and, take that with all of the grains of salt.
So he takes the paper and he looks at it, and he looks sort of confused, and opens it up, and you see he just gets this huge grin on his face, and Says, here, take a look for yourself.
Is it porn?
No, it is not porn.
It's not a dick. It's not a picture of a dick. That would be awesome.
It's not a dick butt.
It is his original request to be admitted to the Arcanum.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, how sentimental.
Yeah.
Although he did have to look through, 4 different cabinets to find it, so it's probably not the only one in there.
It's like, yeah, he said that, blah, something, start over again, yada, 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 whatever. We're still working on stuff, so you've still got, 4 more days to make up your mind. No pressure.
Says, yeah, I've been thinking about that. Not real partial to blowing myself up. If nothing else, my people are survivors, so offer me something better.
That was just a thought. I mean, you don't have to do the thing. We're working on some stuff. We'll meet back. We'll lay everything out on the table. We'll see what works for you, what doesn't. We'll hash it out.
All right.
Cool.
You may go.
Don't do that. If you're not, and I'm not asking for a tip, but if you're not going to tip your messenger, don't do the you may go thing. It's not classy.
Yeah.
And then I'll head out.
Yeah. At this point, he's ignoring you anyways.
Yeah, I am sure he isn't.
Well, he can always give the one-word command.
Yeah, I know.
See, he was being polite.
Mm-hmm.
Just
For
classy.
Yeah.
Just be glad he didn't tell you to go fuck yourself.
In his own personal way. I'm glad that we can amuse him, though, with that little piece of...
So, Miles, do you come back and relay that message to us?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
So I'm a little worried.
He's not up for the self-immolation, but that just means that we can do other things.
But if he's not going to blow himself up, and we tell him all of these plans that we have, how do we know he won't rat us out to winter fresh gum?
Because he wants revenge and he wants all of the things, and if we can help him get all of the things, then he's probably not going to rat us out.
Do you give us the message like word for word?
What message?
What he said? Do you repeat it back?
He
word for
said
word?
that he didn't want to blow himself up. That his
Okay.
people are survivors, which is totally weird and creepy.
Right. What does he mean by his people?
Did he do the Beyonce thing? I'm a survivor.
He might have. Or maybe that's just how I relay it to you.
Yeah.
Song and dance.
Yeah. That would be awesome if you relayed everything in song and dance. Like.
And what race is this guy?
Singing grammar. Something.
He looks human, but he's not. So yes, that is
We don't
weird
know
and
who these
creepy.
people are.
But I also look
He
human
means it's
and I'm
right.
not, so
Right.
I didn't pry on purpose.
Maybe he's dragonborn.
They don't live extra long.
Nope.
Nope, they don't live very long at all.
Yeah, they're the same lifespan or less than humans.
No, they're less than humans, I think.
Yeah, they're slightly shorter. They mature faster and live slightly less.
So anyway, I mean that's another question we can ask for another day.
Yeah.
He's curious.
Yeah.
So.
But he doesn't want to explode himself. That's fine. We can just set it up where he gets a win-win situation, and then he definitely won't rat us out, because if he does, then he loses.
Yep. So. Now. We have Malik to meet with. And what else do we need to find out to get our plan going?
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask the chancellor or
Yes.
counselor, whatever.
Yep, that is the next day. Day 3, you have your meeting with Thornir Starhunter.
Okay, so I will preface this with, I'm writing this really weird book about a thing that'll never happen, but I need to know that like if I write about this, I won't suddenly get disappeared. What if some of the people wanted to go found their own city? Like, what's the government position on that? What would their responses be? Would they take a vote, or
Let's see. It says, well, I guess that depends on who the people are and what they've done. If it was, say, the gnomes, I think the Dwarven King would be upset but understanding. They're trusted allies, and he'd be sorry to see him go. But if they were determined, he wouldn't hold them back.
Mhm.
But if it was like, say, the humans or the Dragonborn, we know where that goes. They build a secret city to try and attack us, and then we get in another bloody war, and
It doesn't go well.
yeah.
So like, if the humans were gonna do that, would anybody be like, okay, yeah, let's let them go and screw themselves over, or just it would be a firewall no?
It would probably be pretty unanimous. We don't trust the humans. And he looks you straight in the face and says that. He, presuming that you're a human.
Yeah, no, like, I don't take any offense to it at all. I'm like, yeah.
Those
Okay.
humans are dicks.
I'm just a messenger.
Tenny's like, I'm right here.
Oh, I just assumed I went by myself. Because I was gonna ask about the question.
Okay, yeah, you can be there by yourself unless anyone else wants to tag along.
Heck no.
No, there was no reason for any of us to go. I don't think.
I just want to get like a general political idea. So
Yeah, the dwarves. What you are able to get out of him is that the dwarves are incredibly paranoid, and they think that it's best to keep your enemies close because then you can keep an eye on them.
right.
As long as they can see what they're doing, they don't have to worry about them trying to invade and attack and kill.
Okay. But if they were making like, if the gnomes were gonna go and they were gonna start their own city, and like the whole point was just to increase space for everybody and have more, breathable room and more resources, because let's assume that there are more resources underground, deeper. I don't know. That would be cool.
They would be cool with it.
Or they would be generally okay with it, and then it would go to like a council vote or something.
If it was the dwarves, it would probably go to the council.
The gnomes.
Gnomes. Yeah.
If it was the gnomes.
Yeah. If it was the gnomes, it would probably go to the council, and it would take probably 15, 20 years for them to come to terms on it.
But then they would like help establish a route of exploration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, but Dragonborns and humans, fuck those guys.
Yeah. I mean, even the orcs. I don't think I want them hiding out. I mean, they're already secretive, and we can see them.
Okay. That's cool. This is gonna make a great story.
I mean, that's fair. It's
So, he sort of leans in closer. So, you gonna list me as a reference or anything in the book?
Hell yeah. You're gonna be like in my dedication, because you're the only person who would talk to me about this weird speculative fiction.
Yeah, you can just see he's preening his feathers at this.
Yeah. It's gonna be a terrible work of it. Like, I'm actually gonna write a thing, and this is gonna be the most hackneyed 9th grade piece of dreck anybody's ever gonna see. To be like, thanks, buddy.
All right. So do you have any other questions for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him like, who there's gonna be a scene where the Alliance from Peace gets blown up. Who's a good person to blow up? Like, who would make everybody like all sad?
Who's your target audience? Dwarves? Because then it's just a comedy.
No, it's just like in general. Like if the dwarves laugh, that's cool too. But I want the most emotional responses. Any emotional response, just the most response.
Well, I don't even know. If you're, I mean, it depends on which people you're talking about. If you're talking about a reaction from the dwarves, then attacking one of the temples, like the Earth Mother's temple.
Like a dwarf temple, that would be like crazy or shit.
Yeah, that would break the hearts of most dwarves.
But not like the Dragonborn temple. Everybody'd be like, "Yeah, take that, you guys."
Yeah, that would probably get some cheers.
Okay.
What about human? Oh, I'm not there.
No, that's a good point. What about humans? Like, what do you think? I don't know.
So, a lot of us remember the days when. A lot of us still remember the days when humans were allies. Those were a long time ago.
Yeah. So not so much, just kind of wistfully indifferent. Okay, cool. And what do you think about rapid fire magic wands? Does that sound like a cool idea? Like if a wand could just shoot like all of the magic missiles.
Like 13
Like,
per load.
Yeah, like 50 at a time.
It'd be better if it was a crossbow.
Better if
Assault
it's
wand?
just like a crossbow that just shot a ton of crossbows. Okay, awesome. Taking notes.
All right, do you have anything else for him?
No, I just give him my messenger ID. I'm like, if you ever need anything run, man, just let me know.
No problem. I'll be following up with you to see how it's coming.
You're going to have to write it, you know?
I want to be the first one to read it.
Yeah, see, episode 1 is going to be like in 3 weeks.
Okay, got it.
In real life.
All right.
So, yeah.
So, cool.
I will go home and I will hastily write a story about a bunch of dwarves, magic crossbowing people who blew up their temple.
All right.
And one of them is the main protagonist is suspiciously described very much like that dude, except like super buff.
With a big cock, and women love him.
Yeah,
And they have
Shaft.
torpedo titties, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna write Shaft, dwarf Shaft.
So that happened. All right, so that was day 3. Day 4, nothing.
Science. We
5.
forgot
Yeah.
science.
Oh yes. So we need science for day 3.
Science.
Roll dexterity save.
Science is very painful.
He's just gonna kill himself sciencing.
That's a 13.
Think of Madame Curie.
All right, you take 5 points of damage.
He's gonna Madam Carry it. That's fucked up.
Alright. Still alive, unsurprisingly.
So, to explain the method of my madness, I'm rolling a d20, and every time it's above 10, I add a d6 to your explosion. For
Awesome.
each number above 10.
Very nice.
For each number below 10,
I take a d6 worth of damage.
yes.
That makes sense to me.
So if he has a helper, does that roll get to be done at advantage?
You know what? I'll say yes.
Is anyone going to volunteer to be his helper?
Totally volunteer to be his helper. If nothing else, I'll sit there with Spare the Dying and hand him tools.
That's my actual volunteer. Isn't actually helping. It's just in case you catch fire. I'll tell you how to like it.
Well, he's holding the flashlight too.
Well, all he's got to do is really watch the device while you're looking away to make sure smoke doesn't start coming off it. And if it does, hey, it's about to blow up again.
I've got Mage Hand. I can help.
Excellent.
So, all right. So, day 4, science. Let's see.
Is it a good day for science or a bad day for science?
It is an okay day for science. Okay. Day 5. Anything else? Does anyone else want to do anything during this?
I've been researching my special item that I received.
Oh, yes. Your clothing?
Yes, I'm trying to make it in a different shape, but retain the magic.
Your refusal to wear the whale tail is offensive to me. On a spiritual level.
I'm trying to make it to where it can either be either just like a strip of cloth that you can tie around your arm, or maybe like a shirt.
We think you protest too much. Put on the thong, bear the thong.
Nope, not wearing
Put
it.
on pants, dude.
I've tried cleaning it like 50 times.
It's almost as if part of the magic is the smell.
Trying to separate the smell part
So you
from
want to wear it around your arm instead, so you can always smell it.
Well, that's why I'm trying to separate the smell from the... I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm just saying that's what I'm trying to do.
You try unsuccessfully day after day after day. Okay, if I wrap it around my arm, no, it still doesn't work. What if I wrap it around my foot? No. What if I wear it like a necklace? No.
Well, I'm trying to replicate magic to put it on a different item is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But the magic seems to be intrinsically tied not only to the shape of the item.
Okay.
Every time everyone is like,
the scent.
Balls.
Yeah. Well, keep plugging away because that's what it does.
Now, on the bright side, Shock thinks you smell pretty manly.
Wow, that musk smell. That's
On
good.
the
I'll
upside,
tell you what, if I haven't figured it out in another week, I'll just let you have it.
On the upside, I'm fairly sure my chemical experimentation has just burned all my nostrils off, so I don't actually smell it. Just internal chemical burns.
What about nothing comes of the request for a Malik meeting in this time?
Day 6. On day 4, you find out he'll meet with you on day 6.
Okay.
So is anyone else going to meet with Malik?
Probably not a good idea since...
No.
Okay, I just...
You just wanted to give it a chance.
You gotta give stupid a chance to show. So, no, seriously, you guys could have said, hey, yeah, we totally want a black bag.
We all want to be there.
So,
I mean, I kind of do want to black bag him, but...
I don't know if that's good or bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's not good at counting.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Either it's really high or it's really low. Either one, I'm about to suffer.
I'm grabbing a handful of dice, if that tells you anything.
Keep in mind, I do have advantage because I have a helper.
Yes, but advantage won't stop a 5 and a 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we didn't do good that day.
Well, at least I take 5. I take
Not
5
a good day for
instead of
science.
2.
Yeah. Well, you were reading your story to him, and he was more paying attention to that.
He was reading
Yeah,
his
because it's got
story.
lasers in it.
Take the 18 on the deck save.
He's like, okay. I rewrote this part.
Okay, and Miles, you get to make one as well.
I also got an 18.
All right, so let's see. That is 10, 10, 15, 15 points damage, so you both take 7 points of damage.
Ooh, and then I go take a nap and I'm back to full again. Alright.
All right, and one last set.
So at the end of the week, I'm going to mail out the half-burnt copy.
You know what?
Illidan
I
should
don't.
be helping him.
I feel like you've cheated. Like clearly those dice are those are the worst dice ever.
Well, you prior to that, I'd rolled like an 18 and a 19, and
I could roll the dice for you. I have superb luck with dice.
Shut up! Shut up! Miles can roll it.
I'll get to that damage later because that's still.
I feel like Miles should roll for like how much passive voice and bad writing. It's just
Like, I'm not even telling you. I'm not going to edit it. It's full of typo.
it's got double words. It's like the.
Yeah, some of it's the I mean, I'm writing it, but like half the time I'm just using Mage Hand to write it, so it's sloppy.
Okay. So day 6.
It becomes a bestseller.
Day 6. Shaq has his meeting with Malak.
You sign it Stephanie Meyer, and it becomes a bestseller.
So you're there at the arena, and he shows up, and he's like, "All right, make it quick. What do you want?"
And he says that I'm interested in a business opportunity to make your people look good, so long as I get paid for it. I have sizable debts, but I'm willing to take a fall in the arena.
I looked into your record.
Yes.
There's not much money to be made in a guy who's constantly taking dives.
That's true. Maybe we could arrange it the other way, where your man could take a dive.
I fail to see how that's even going to help anyone.
It could make a lot of money for the Dragonborn.
It's clueless noob versus horrible gladiator. No one's going to put any money on that fight.
Do you think so? I think maybe we can make it more interesting and put some of those filthy humans in there. Maybe I could fight on the side of your Dragonborn, and we could take those bastards down. I'm open to whatever you want.
So yeah, we could stack the deck, maybe 10 or 15 humans against you and the new guy.
Do you think the new guy could handle? At least, I could probably take 5 of those filthy humans. Do you think the new guy could take at least 5? Or maybe I can take 10. Do you think you can take the other 5?
Maybe. Don't know. He hasn't really seen much action. He's had like 2 battles and lost both. So.
What about those asshead dwarfs? Oh, I hate those guys. Maybe we could do like a big fight, like a big arena fight, and me and him. Yeah, like a tag team match. And we could put those humans and those damn dwarfs down.
I wouldn't mind seeing a couple dwarves fall. I gotta be honest with that.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, that's what I've been waiting for. I like doing business with you. Can we do something?
What do you need from me? So far, all you've said is that you want to be in a match with Sturtot.
You haven't really explained how you're going to make me money.
Okay. Well, I'm a fighter. You've got brains. I can tell that you've got brains. So I was hoping that I could offer up my services to you, and you could see how they best benefit you. I could take a fall for you, or I can fight to the bitter end for you, alongside your dragonkin.
You wouldn't happen to do any work for hire outside of the arena, would you?
Maybe. I have lots of debts. What kind of work are you thinking about?
There is this Brina Eldar who's been causing me grief.
Oh, is he a dwarf?
No, he's celestial, whatever the appropriate term for them is. But if you were to, I don't know, accidentally murder him, I could see that being worth some money.
Interesting. What's his name?
Ildar, something like that. He's
Ildar.
He's pale. He almost looks like a white dragonborn.
A white dragonborn.
Yeah, obviously, a lot uglier, but sort of a pale imitation of the real thing.
How much for his death?
I don't know. What do you think your price would be?
15 gold.
Says, you know what? I can do that.
Okay. How do I collect payment after the deed is done?
Once the deed is done, you bring me some proof. Maybe one of his ears.
His ear.
Or, his whole head would work too. If you can make it really painful, that'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. I would enjoy that. But how do I contact you?
Same way you did this time, through Sturtad. He'll be here. He'll be here training and losing a lot, so he knows how to get a hold of me.
Okay. And I don't have any other competition for this job, do I?
Not yet, but this is something I've been meaning to take care of, so you've inspired me to do something about it.
Good. And then maybe after this we can do more business?
You do this, and there's definitely more business.
Good. Can I get any kind of payment up front for just a gesture of good faith?
No, and with that he turns and walks away.
Alright. I'll go ahead and return to the group. And I'll tell them everything that I found out about Malik.
Yes, return directly to the group after meeting with Malik.
Right? Of course, I will take the necessary precautions.
Like you'll finish out your day of working and
Yeah, I'll go talk to Marty and I'll hang out with him, and me and Marty will go out and like drink a little bit, and it's cool. I try to get Marty laid, but nobody, girls don't like gnomes.
Make a strength check.
A strength check.
Strength check.
Okay. 19.
All right. While you're out carousing with Marty, you get in a bar fight, and it doesn't go great for you, but you don't die.
I don't die. That's great.
So I rolled an 18 plus the bonuses. So
Oh. That's awesome. Well, at least Marty had a good time. I hope he did.
Does he survive?
Oh, poor Marty.
He survives.
Yay, Marty survived.
Yeah.
That's my manager. I need him.
He's small. He can hide under one of the tables or
I know.
something.
All right, so that was day 6. Keep in mind that Dwarven weeks are 10 days, so you got 4 more days. So anything else you guys want to do, or are you just waiting out the clock at this point?
Well, you know what I'm doing. I am waiting.
Well, do you guys have any response as far as like what Malik said? Like, are we gonna basically use that to our advantage in any specific way?
I mean, we could black bag him and kill him, and then
Okay.
pose as him blowing up something else.
As Malik? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure Will would love that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
If we kill him before, we could always drag him to the place of the explosion.
Exactly.
yeah. Can we kill Malik is the question. I guess we could.
Let's
Jump
put
him,
it to you
we
this
can.
way. Every spell Illidan currently has is working.
Okay.
Short of silence, which I think one of our party members have.
Yeah. Somebody does? I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. Maybe if Amber was here, she probably has silence.
Probably.
So, let's see, where does that leave you guys? I'm sure she didn't message me and say, hey, okay. So, what was the plan? Anything else for the rest of the week?
I think, like, towards the end of the week, we're going to set up to ambush Malik.
Okay. That's cool. So, I'm going to say that, okay, so he wanted to kill Illidan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know the name.
I didn't know the name, but after we conferred, we assumed it's obviously you.
I mean, all the clues lead up. It's not like it would be...
Can we fabricate his head so that I have like a prop at least to kind of throw on the field and draw him in, and then we attack?
Make an intelligence check, Brian.
Do I have intelligence? No, but I rolled a 19.
Okay, so you think about it, like, I don't even have to necessarily fabricate the head. I could just bring him to him. Say, I did one better. I captured him.
That's
Now you can do
true.
it yourself.
Are you down with that, Illidan?
They have to figure out how to get everybody else in there too. I can make
Well,
3 people invisible.
I can give them all passes to get into they're on my list. They can be VIPs to the arena, if that's where I meet him.
No, we don't want to meet him at the arena. You want to meet him somewhere a little
Okay.
less public.
So
You can just say, hey, one of my guys.
So I'll go back to the arena and I'll tell the red stir tag the red that I captured him alive, and Malik can do with him what he wishes, and that will bring him gleefully wherever we want. So where do we want to meet him?
Will, you can suggest a nearby warehouse that is abandoned, which is also where you guys murdered the first Sturtod.
Yes, especially since we're already familiar with it.
It's our murder. It's our murder warehouse.
There's some good hiding spaces in there, right?
There are quite a few hiding spaces.
And especially if I make party members invisible, that might help too.
So what I'll do is what my plan is that I'll just like hold your hands behind your back like you're tied up, but you won't be tied up, and then
No, we can just slip out the rope.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
you,
true.
you can do this sitting on a chair in the middle of the floor with his hands behind his back.
Yeah,
Yeah, all we gotta do is punch him a few times so he's bleeding.
yeah.
Or get some blood and pour it on me.
Right.
I like-
Punch you a few times so that you bleed.
Yeah. Punch you a few times. I like that.
You gotta make it look realistic.
It's gotta look realistic. All right, let's do that shit. Let's set it up.
Alright, after you punch me, make sure you put my hit points back up, dang it.
Really, you're bleeding, but you're healed.
Randy and Will both make an intelligence check.
Oh, yes! Wait. I think I'm negative intel.
Is Randy frozen?
No,
Okay.
I'm not frozen.
sad.
But I'm gonna give you a guess what I rolled.
Probably like a 2 or something lame like that.
Go lower.
Oh god. Lower than a 2. What is it? Lower than a 2.
See, part of me wants to just buy Randy some dice
Right?
and give them to him.
I
He's
bought
got the-
one of those
No,
giant bags.
he's got the Will Wheaton curse where he just like fucking rolls 1s and 4s and 3s all the time.
See, that's what, like, I want to buy him loaded dice, give them to him, and not tell him, because I feel like in his hands, they'd roughly average out.
I think
That's
I'll catch
actually what I
on.
was gonna say.
That's like,
Alright.
I'm really certain, like, I could give him a coin, but just had 20 on both sides, and somehow still be able to flip that and get a 1.
You are rolling a d20 and not a d4, right?
Yeah, I think it doesn't seem like it, but I am. I swear.
Okay, I was just checking. I was a little worried for a minute.
I mean,
Hey, Will, what did you get?
18.
18? Alright. So after the first punch, because, Shock was really super excited about that, you're like, I could just use prestidigitation to make it look good.
No, we gotta keep up with kayfabe.
No.
I'm gonna hit him a couple of times in the stomach.
You guys are enjoying this way too much.
I haven't got to punch somebody in a while.
Some would say we're enjoying this just about the right amount.
Alright. So we'll say they did 2 points of damage to you.
Alright.
It's enough that you look roughed up, but not enough that it'll severely impact you in battle.
You
That
realize he's
said-
going to die by 2 points now, right?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
That's if you do try to heal yourself before then, it'll heal the wounds and you won't look roughed up anymore.
Alright. Yeah, I
So-
don't need to
All
worry
right.
about that then.
So you get the message to to Malak. Hey, I got your guy for you. He's here. Just let me know when you want, let me know when you want him, and I got a place where we can meet. And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll meet you in like 4 hours. And so you get there and you get set up and
To get I can, before he gets there, he casts invisibility on 3 people.
well, you don't.
Oh, I think Jesse froze up.
You guys broke Jesse.
Hear me? I'm here.
Jesse.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Now we
I
can.
can
Alright.
hear you now.
Okay. So as I was saying, what did you hear? Anything?
Nothing.
Okay. Since you don't know when he's going to show up and invisibility only has a 10-minute window, that might not be the best use of it.
No, but like there are crates and stuff in there, right?
Yeah.
So we can just hide in crates,
Yeah, there's plenty of places to hide.
and we just fix the crates so that when it's time to, you just pop up and
Surprise!
surprise, and everybody can shoot their things or throw their stuff or whatever.
It's like
Alright.
jumping out of a cake.
Yeah,
Exactly.
except with more murder.
With, like, both.
All right. All right. Everyone make a stealth roll and tell me what you get.
Well, I don't
calling
have
it
to make a
D20.
stealth roll because
Come on,
I'm
D20.
supposed to be there.
Yeah, you don't, and Will doesn't.
Oh.
Come on, guys, don't screw this up.
Right.
Poor Randy, I can tell.
Randy's like, I rolled a 2, guys. Sorry.
He's not allowed there. He's not allowed there.
We just knock Randy out and rouse him.
He
Okay.
could be waiting across the street.
So I do have a +6 to stealth, so it does become a 9.
You realize, assuming this guy doesn't have a negative perception, he's still gonna see you passively, right? Like,
Let's see.
you realize this.
I'm hiding in one of the crates, and I am so stealthy, nobody can see me.
You have your hands over your eyes. You can't see me.
All right. So the good news is, about 10 minutes before Malak gets there, Tennessee just rips one, and it's loud and it's stinky, and it just sort of throws everyone off. You get in the back, and so you make him go and stand like in the next room, and that's how you deal with that problem.
But he did what? Like, I can't smell anything. Everything just
He
smells like
farted.
So yeah, he was lucky. I rolled a d4 to see how bad his timing was, but yeah. All right, so Malak shows up.
Wait, before he does, question.
Okay.
We want to kill this guy, right? Like, we want to murder him the fuck up.
Yep.
Oh yes, like
We totally want
absolutely
to
straight.
murder face him. Like,
No.
no mercy.
Question. Does anybody object to me prototyping something here? Because, I mean, I
As
have
long as-
explosives. Let's see how good they are.
Don't hit me with it. And is it going to blow up the whole place? Is my question. If it blows up the whole
don't
place,
know.
we don't want to do that.
Look, we want to find out how powerful it is early, right? Like, we need to know now.
If you want to do your fiery bear traps, that's one thing. But
No, I just wanted to see
We only
how...
want to find out how if it works. We only want to find out how powerful it is if it's not powerful enough. We don't want to find out how powerful it is if it's way overpowered, right? At this moment.
Do I think that's likely to be the case, Jesse?
Make an intelligence check.
I'll be right back.
Alright. 18 plus actual intelligence, so 21, unless some proficiency applies.
You think that it will probably do exactly what you want it to do.
Okay, so I am fairly certain I can kill
Okay.
him without blowing the rest of us up. And now we will actually know if it works.
okay.
So,
Have you
if so,
invented to play more?
yes, I basically want to set up a very, very simple tripwire to blow him up relatively quickly once he gets into the building. Because there's only
Okay.
one entrance, right?
Yes.
As
Alright.
long as he's not, as he's one of the first few in, that's fine. If he has other people with them.
Well, you know. I set it so we should have fair distance before any of us get hit, and in case he brings multiple people with him, well, we just killed a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So it's
but
like
that
right by
doesn't
the door.
If they blow up and he runs away, then we're not getting a second chance.
Yeah, we won't get a... This is our one chance to kill him.
I sort of suspect we will be able to catch him if he runs, but I can get us as close in as you want, really. Hell, I could even... Can I set up an actual push trigger to just push a button and kill him? Or blow it up, rather?
You're going to be hiding anyways, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Fuse it is.
I mean, you could set a pulley drops that you
Yeah,
let
like I said,
go, and it falls behind them and explodes out.
I'll set up some sort of actual remote trigger.
Cool.
And I still make sure the blast radius is far away from everybody else, with margin to spare, because I'm not that much of a douchebag.
Okay. I will make you a deal.
Okay?
I will roll the d20 again, the same as I did before.
Alright. What's
Where-
the deal?
If it's above a 10, the
Alright.
d6s go towards your target.
If it's a below a 10, it blows backwards towards you.
You, me, or you, the rest of my team?
Probably you specifically,
Okay, that's
unless the rest of the team is hiding next to you, which I'm guessing they are smart enough not to.
Okay. A, that's fine. B, question, do I have to? And if so, is there anything I can do to increase my odds here?
Not especially. Goblin trash tinkering is not exactly an exact science.
Well, then poker dice it is. Let's go.
All right. Hope for that 20.
Russian roulette.
I kind of want I want to say like Miles should roll and just put it on camera, but
So
Here's-
here's basically the setup, okay? You come in and there's crates on the sides, and you have sort of this claymore monstrosity thing that you have inside one of the boxes, facing into this corridor that you've made. So when he gets to it, you can go boom and
Alright,
blow
okay.
it straight across. But you have to be directly behind it with the push pin, or with the push trigger.
that's legit. I'm okay with this. It's not really an explosive at this point. It's just like a very incendiary and aggressive shotgun, right?
Yes.
It's safe. I'm sure I'll be safe.
So let's
Fun.
see.
I've got.
And okay, go ahead, Miles.
Can somebody give him a hand and give him, say, a 3-point advantage where if it rolls 9, 8, or 7, then it does hit him, but it also hits them a bit?
Oh, let me think about that.
Like full damage for him, half damage for them?
Look,
I
not
will
worried
say
'cause-
I will say if it is if you assist him in setting it up, null damage for 8, 9, and 10. So it just doesn't work as expected, but doesn't blow back.
Also, now I'm worried because Randy rolled 2 10s, or 2 d10s above 10, so I feel like he's taken all of the luck. Like, now we're all jinxed.
Okay. So,
Can I like maybe set up a like a trigger shield spell? Because I have shield. Like maybe I can do like a ritual ahead of time and set up a shield for them.
is shield a ritual spell?
Shield is a ritual spell, and it's only a personal spell, and it's a
No.
reaction.
Okay. So maybe I can at least shield you guys if.
It's a personal spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only against yourself.
Okay. It's only against myself. Okay. So yeah.
I made a goblin pyromania. I did not make this character and just went in expecting not to
Okay.
blow myself up. Like, if it happens, it happens. It was inevitable.
I'm just exploring all the options.
I appreciate that. I'm just saying. It's cool.
All right. So you guys get into position and you wait, and Randy has intestinal distress, and Twitch gets his stuff all in place, and then finally you guys hear a noise outside, and you hear footsteps, and in walks Sturtad the Red, the younger one, and he comes in and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
I'm like, hey dude, where's Malik? I got his guy.
And
I was gonna get paid.
Sturtad sort of he looks around, sort of paranoid, and walks, the 60 feet through the warehouse over to where Will's character is. And he looks at him. He says, "Is that him?"
This is him.
And you hear from in front of you, "Yep, that's him." And then a cone of cold goes off right in his face.
Yep, Malik was invisible.
You motherfucker.
In whose face? In Illidan's face?
Yep.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
Malak was expecting a trap,
because it was just you found him too easy, and
Yeah.
so he came invisible, specifically with greater invisibility.
But he was like, "Hey, you actually brought the dude," and
Well, he's still greater invisible, so he's casting the spell.
okay,
We still can't see him.
until we hit him, right?
Yeah, the question is, does he bother dropping the greater invisibility because he thinks he's not in danger?
Yeah.
It depends on if he wants to do another concentration spell.
Yeah, so let's see, Cone of Cold. Oh, where are you at? I should look this up. C-O-N. Cone, Cordon of Arrows. And Conjure Fey. Oh, Cone of Cold, there we go. 88, that's what I'm looking for. 2, 4, 6,
Oh,
8.
Are you resistant to cold damage, Will?
yes. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think he ever hit you with cold damage.
Nope. He never got to cast a spell against me.
Yep. Let's see. You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Shock is safe because he wasn't trying to hit you. As far as he can tell, you were legit. There's 10. There's 20. There's 30, 34 points of damage.
Okay, so resistant, I have that, which is 17 points of damage.
Yep.
And I make a 21 for my Constitution. Hooray for proficiency. Boo for low HP. Holy crap, I'm not used to being a spellcaster taking damage.
Okay.
I'm going to say right now, you're going to go down by 2 points. I'm calling it. Right now.
You go there. And you go. Alright. So, everyone roll initiative.
Did you bring something up?
Say what?
Do you have something on Roll20 for placement? Or
No.
okay.
I had no idea where you guys were going to go with this, and I couldn't have even imagined it would be here.
Even I have to roll initiative. Like he.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Here's an important question. How big is my claymore?
They walked past it, and it's far enough away that you can't hit them with it.
No, that's why I was asking how big is it? Is it, say, throwable, carryable?
You could carry it out, but it's going to take you 2 rounds to get it out and get it up there.
Or you can leave it there, and if he tries to escape.
Yeah.
Then I have to sit in a box, but sure. That's why I was asking, to see if it was feasible.
Can I get a surprise attack and color spray Malik?
No, because this was the surprise round. Was him spraying. So all right, so Miles is 18. 18. Casper 17. Ethel.
Did he drop or no?
17. I need to, let me see, intelligence check. He failed his intelligence check, so yes, it will be dropped on his turn.
I'm 17 as well, but Casper has the higher dex, so.
Okay, so let's see, who's next?
It will be dropped on his turn,
Brian.
so he's still invisible.
Yes.
Oh, looks like I'm still the human punching bag.
Let's see, Will is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Randy, what do you have, Randy? 14. All right. So, Will and Miles, you guys can go first.
I have a +1 dex. What's your dex, Miles?
+3.
Okay, so you go first.
You can go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
Now, if you wanted to return the favor and blast him directly back at point blank range, you know exactly where he's standing, and he wouldn't be
That's
expecting.
awesome.
Okay.
Probably hit both of them.
Correct. Depending on what spell you used.
Hmm. Well, I can. Okay, so if I know exactly where he's at,
I would open salvo with the most damage you can do.
lightning bolt.
That would
As long as I actually know where he's at.
yeah. The shot came from directly in front of you, so you can straight back. Although you'll only hit him, but you'll hit him.
Yeah, he's what I care about. After how quickly he got away from me last time. Screw that.
So that's a dexterity save, correct?
Yes.
And he gets a 5.
8d6.
Yeah.
At the same time, Little Red needs to make a wisdom save. DC 13.
Whoa.
Another 5.
Okay, so he's getting dissonant whispers, which nobody else is going to realize what's going on. He's going to take 9 psychic damage and must immediately flee.
Okay. So he starts hearing voices in his head. Ah! And on his turn, he will flee.
25 points of
We'll
damage.
have him running.
Oh, wait.
Opposite
not 8
direction
dice.
of me, which will be towards wherever we put Randy.
Sorry, hold on. I only rolled 6 dice. Yay! 36 points of damage.
36. Ouch. Almost got him. He definitely got the worst end of that.
Kill him!
Alright, let's see.
Gets away again.
We got Ethel, Brian, and Casper.
Right.
He's in front of me.
How far away is he?
He's directly in front of me.
Okay.
Brian,
I'm gonna-
yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and do color spray in front of Will, which is a 15-foot cone.
Okay. You'll be able to hit, from your angle, you'll be able to hit Sturtod as well.
All right.
And they get a save against that?
No, it works like sleep. It's a certain
Nope.
total.
Yeah. And I distribute it. Okay, and it's 60.
Do you have to see the target?
No.
Doesn't say that.
Okay.
60, 10.
How many hit points do you have, Will?
It's
Whoops.
only those in the cone.
20, 21,
Okay.
24, 34 damage that I'll just split evenly between the two.
You don't get to split it. It works like sleep. It starts with the
Okay.
lowest hit point creatures.
Okay, so 34 damage.
34
Is-
damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sturtod the Red takes 30 points of damage.
Okay, he is blind.
And
He doesn't take damage. He is blind.
He's blind. Yeah.
so how does that work then? If it's not damaged, then does it have to be greater than his hit points, or?
Yeah, it works just
Yeah.
like sleep
Okay.
does.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's like sleep, except for they're blind instead
Okay.
of sleeping.
So yeah, Sturtod's unaffected, but Malak is now blind,
Sweet.
and he is.
Now he can't run away because he doesn't know where to go.
How can Alec be blind though?
Casper and Ethel.
Alright, so considering he's howling his lungs out, can we
He has
have
to make Does he have to make a Constitution check for that?
No.
No.
It's not
Not
damage.
Well,
so I would
for his
say no.
concentration.
It's not
Yeah, no,
damage, so
oh,
I
okay.
would say no.
Okay.
If he's like gets hit, talks his hideous whisper or laughter, you would,
Did he-
but
Did he make his?
He did not
armor
make
for
a
me?
Constitution save for that. What's he need for that?
Well, no.
How much damage did you do?
I did 35, 36.
so that's
16.
15.
16.
16 in his modifier saving throw, and that's an int modifier or Constitution?
Constitution save.
Constitution. Okay, so he is now visible as well.
Guess who's getting shot in the face a lot?
Okay, Casper and Ethel.
I'll just.
You want to go?
It doesn't matter. I'm just going to use my
No.
crossbow so we can go at the same time, probably,
Yeah.
unless you're doing something fancy.
You can each
Well-
aim for an ear.
You know what? I poke up on my box like a horrifying psychotic jack in the box and proceeds to unload with my crossbow. Ta-da!
Who are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at the guy we actually want to kill, the white
Malik.
That's what-
Malik.
That's what your crossbow needs, is a jack-in-the-box crank.
I'm sorry. I thought I was playing a Goblin Tinkerer. What the fuck makes you think I don't already have one?
A Gatling gun.
Like, I am crossbow expert. I ignore loading. I explain with science.
Point.
All right.
I basically have the old-timey, like, crank Gatling gun for a crossbow.
All right. So do you hit though?
Yes, well, we're about to find out since I haven't actually rolled yet. Just I can't remember what the fuck my modifiers look for this. Alright, there we go. You know what? Because I'm a terrible person, do I want to use that? Yes, I am going to sharpshoot him because he's blind. I think that gives me something. But I'm not sure. So that's a tiny modifier, and so that's 19 to hit, and definitely not a hit, unless I have advantage.
You said 19 to hit?
Yep.
19 hits.
Yeah, that's with sharpshooter for the record. Does blind give you any bonuses to shoot people?
It gives you advantage to attack.
Oh, thank God.
Cool. That will be appreciated. Then the second one is a 21 to hit.
Yep. Still hits.
Yeah, I just need to remember. So that's murder crossbow is D8, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, do I want to use? Does he look badly damaged?
Yeah, he looks. He looks like the cat
There is
that
no
was hit by
such thing as
electricity.
overkill with him.
That's the point. Right. He doesn't have any weapons, so you know what? I'm just going to shoot him with a couple of trip attacks.
Okay.
So,
Just somebody do damage.
yeah, I am doing damage. Calm the fuck down.
He's got like 1 hit point. Do it now!
So he takes 24 damage from the first one,
And he's down.
then okay, then he takes an awful lot more damage from the second one.
Well, there's still Sturtod the Red.
Oh, okay. In that case, Sturtod the Red takes 23 points of damage.
Okay, 23 points.
If he's still up, he needs to make a saving throw. DC DC 14.
Okay, he made that.
Okay, then he's still up.
Oh, he's what?
Still up. I shot him with a
Okay.
trip attack, so if you
Okay.
failed, he'd be knocked prone.
Gotcha. All right,
And I'm
Ethel.
done.
You see, jump out. Boing.
Yeah, and I rolled a 2 with a +4, 6 probably doesn't hit.
That misses.
It's contagious. It's spreading.
I know. I blame.
Now, you're a bard though, aren't you?
Yes. Oh, so I should also. We've only got 1 bad guy in here?
Yeah.
Two.
Only one left.
Oh, one's dead.
Yeah, 1 left. 1's down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your target is down. The question is whether or not you want to take out the other poor schmuck who is with him.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Yes.
done because the only thing. Oh, I have an extra attack. No, that's only if I hit. So.
Okay.
But I will-
if you have extra attack, you have 2 attacks.
Whether
Yeah.
you hit or not?
Yeah.
You just have 2 attacks.
I should learn how to play this game.
Well, before we take him out, can I try to appeal to his?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because the second
Okay.
attack was a 9 to hit.
Okay.
If you don't kill him, we will kill him.
You can say
no
whatever you
healing.
want, but we're not going to stop trying to kill.
Randy, your turn.
Feel like
There are no loose ends.
So I assume I heard like lightning blasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will come out of the room and I see a red dragonborn running at me.
Yep.
And
No,
the
no,
way-
he's standing there going, He hasn't even had a chance to run yet.
No, he
Okay.
takes a reaction to flee.
Oh, he takes a reaction to flee.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's running your direction.
Okay. So I will shoot him with my crossbow, maybe,
He's coming right at you.
potentially. I do get 2 shots with this, so let's see. Nope. Well, maybe. Does a
maybe.
does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay, then I just barely hit with one of the other one's a 1, so I don't hit with that one. And that's a D6.
You're looking for a 16, so you're good.
I do 4 damage.
You do 4 damage.
Sweet.
I rolled a 1 on my D6.
Okay, you need to get all new dice.
Yeah. You just need to
I
like.
bought one of these bags. Like,
You need to burn all of your dice.
Uh-huh.
All right.
100
Maybe we need to talk after this about testing your dice to see how bad it is.
Like to see if they float. Like.
Okay. So, Sturtad, it's his turn. He's still up. So he's running towards Randy, who appears to be blocking his escape. So he's going to attack to try and get past him. And let's see. Is a 14 hit, Randy?
Yeah, that's my armor class.
Okay. Let's see if he hits with the other attacks. Oh, a 20 and a 17.
Uh-oh.
So
Unlike
he hits,
you.
He hits with 2 regular and a crit.
I'm going to use a reaction and cast shield on myself.
Okay.
So that will add 5 to my AC.
Okay. Does
Now
that
the 20,
does that for each attack or just the first attack or all attacks?
I think it's for all of them until my next turn, isn't it? I could be wrong.
Yes. Okay.
For all attacks until his next turn.
Alright, so
Plus, I get bonus health because of my wizard school.
okay, so here's the thing: the 20 is actually a 27,
Right.
and the 17 is a 24. But he missed with the first one, but he hit with the crit and the other,
Yeah.
which is still not bad. So let's see. So that's 16 of 16 possible points for the first hit. And
Okay.
then let's see. Let's say he has a shield. The second one. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 13, 13 plus 4, 17. So that is a grand total of 33 points of damage. As he's just like stabbing at you with a spear.
So it was 16 and
16 and 17 points of
17?
damage.
Okay.
His crit was really low.
It's alright.
So yeah, that was top of the round. Will and Miles.
Hey, what did the messenger say to the red dragonborn?
Oh, what did he say?
I'm gonna kill your mama too. He needs to make a will save.
A 2.
Awesome.
All right. So what
he
that do?
takes 5 psychic damage and is at disadvantage to his next attack. Vicious mockery.
All right. All right. Will.
Mockery, that was a threat.
I'm gonna use a chromatic orb at 2nd level.
Okay. I almost feel sorry for him.
He's gonna get fucked up with chromatic orb at second level. If he doesn't, then yeah.
Alright, so
I feel like he could be an asset
17 to
as
hit.
art agent.
17 hits.
Yeah, but
No,
he knows
he
the
does.
truth. He's
I agree with you. Like deep down, like part of me is like we could save him and he might be an asset, but yeah, deep down it's like he knows, so he probably needs to die.
So how much was that, Will?
26.
26 points. All right.
That name is cursed.
Casper, Ethel, and Brian. Let's make
He's
this quick.
he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Okay, well I'll fucking just throw another chromatic orb at him.
Does a 12 hit?
12 misses.
I know.
Not 20, so, yeah. This is gonna be fun.
I presume that a 19 hits?
I think
18 hits, yes.
Okay.
what we're aiming for.
16.
Alright. So that's 29 points of damage.
Cool.
I do
Is he
8
still
points of
alive?
damage.
How many was that, Casper? 29?
Yep.
And Ethel, you said how many?
8.
8. And who's left? Brian?
Yeah. He doesn't have that much left. I guess I'm just gonna attack him regular style,
Okay.
which I'll get 2 attacks. 18.
That hits.
17.
That hits.
Okay, and 2d10. $16 damage.
And he's down. Yay! You killed Sturtad Malachite.
Again.
Again.
Sturtar again.
It's okay, there will be a new one tomorrow.
That'll be a new one. Sturtar the Red Third.
Can we just like set up a sign like Sir Todd the Red Initiation Party, and then I can just set like cats around here?
So
Next time I talk to the other Sturguard, I'll be like, yeah, so I killed the last one of you, and we killed the one before you.
No, you should just go, oh, Sir Todd Red, you should totally go to this one-room warehouse downtown.
This warehouse that we have, where all the Sturtarics get killed.
See, at least he did better this time around. Last time he fell on his own sword 37
Yeah.
times.
He lasted longer than Malik. Okay, so search bodies.
Alright.
Okay, is my payment there? Because I feel like...
Like you were-
Yeah.
Right.
So, you get a spell book. There it's down. The spell book.
I feel like he was going to betray me and not pay me, so he probably doesn't have the money that I asked for.
Let's see, a bag with 15 gold exactly, and
Yes.
a sort of gems.
He was going to pay me.
Yeah, I think if he was going to betray you, he would have hit you with that kind of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you proved your usefulness. He was totally gonna hire you. Okay, let's see.
Doesn't that just make you feel bad?
No, because he was a bad guy. And Will convinced me that he was a bad guy.
Yes, because Illidan's such a stand-up bloke.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does Sturtad have? Sturtad has studded leather, shield, spear. Nothing totally special.
The studded
So-
leather would be okay, but I don't know because it's Dragonborn size. Red Dragonkin.
Okay.
Well, we have one Malik body.
Alright. So, and then the robes that Malak was wearing. So it looked like he didn't have a lot. And he had a dagger on him.
Well, we did kind of strip him of most of his valuables last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anything magic?
The robes are.
Ooh.
Okay.
Magic
Figure out what they are.
robes.
I guess that's a short rest though. So
So okay, so you've successfully murdered 2 more Dragonborn.
Mwahaha.
Malik being one of them, so that is
Illidan
good.
is much more likely to go along with whatever you guys want to do.
You guys have proven your ability to murder listeners.
Well, no,
I'm going to be
Hold on.
it was more, okay, these guys can get things done. I'm going to stick with these guys.
Yeah, well,
Although,
we could also use you disguised as him to go attack some dwarves or something.
Yep.
Like,
So-
fail
Some
an
more.
attack at the secret, and then we can move Logar to the secret
Guys,
mushroom house.
I think there's one very important question we haven't asked ourselves yet. I have an extra bomb. What should we do with it?
it's rather large too, so it's difficult to move.
Do we want to get rid of this warehouse now? Just,
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah,
But we need to take Malik's body out because we might need that.
no, that's fine.
And keep in mind, warehouse is basically big empty cavern that was cut to be a warehouse. So it's not like a freestanding building.
No, I just figured I'd put some bodies in front and then just take a long, long step back and see what happens.
Well, let's take both bodies out, and
No, we don't need the other one. He can volunteer.
yeah, but he can be evidence. So if he's right by the bomb, there's not going to be much left of him. So if we
I think that's the point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the point. Like,
We-
if there's an
we
explosion
need-
in a body.
Yeah, but like we need a measuring point here. We need to see how
Okay.
much damage it does to human flesh. Well,
Okay.
dragon flesh.
so we're just going to take Malik's body out and then leave the other one there.
Yeah. So what do you roll? 1?
A 4.
Yeah. On the upside, we do know how much damage it is to a body. Just the wrong one.
So it looks like it's only 15 points of damage as it goes and then blows backwards. Like, oh! I put it in backwards. What's...
Alright. So yeah, I think I stand there like covered in soot, looking vaguely disappointed that I haven't lost any fingers yet.
Maybe next time you should write on the side that explodes out.
What, you mean like some sort of like front towards enemy sign?
Yeah, that seems like a really reasonable thing to put.
Huh. Maybe I should do that, yeah. That actually makes
wow.
sense.
Alright, so that's the end of day 6. Day 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys want to do anything during those days other than work on the bomb?
Well, I have a question. Now that I have a very active practical experience on the receiving end, does that give me any benefits?
I'll say that I'll give you it won't explode on an 8 or a 9.
If I go back to the arena, can I find out who the new Starlight the Red is?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna ask him who sent him.
Who are you going to ask what?
Sterling, I'm gonna go to the arena and see if there's a new Sterling the Red. If there is, I'm gonna ask him.
As of right now, no, because no one's really realized that he's
Okay.
missing.
You
Okay.
should go ask, like, where he is. He was supposed to meet me for
Yeah.
drinks, and
I don't think that'll, because because Malik was the contact and he's dead now too. So I don't think that'll. I think we have
what
to.
you're establishing is your alibi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that.
Illidan's going to be working to identify the.
I'll go ahead and go to. the arena and be like, "Hey, Sterling never met me." I'll just kind of ask around about him. This dude never met me. What happened to him?
Wow.
I'm gonna go.
He should be here.
All right, I'll wait around for him a little bit and just kind of like continue to ask people out about him and do my arena stuff,
Okay.
flexing and oiling of the
So-
body.
I'm just imagining the conversation. Yeah, some hobgoblin was over here asking around about him.
Yeah, where is he?
So, I'll give it a day or so, and then I'm gonna take the new Sturtod's head and wrap it up all nice. And there's gonna be a little card in there that says something like gladiator arenas are only for humans, and then I'm going to innocently deliver it to like their temple.
Okay. So you're going to have this head-shaped package.
Well, it'll be a box.
Okay, it'll be a box. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing about the blood at the bottom?
I put a lot of paper in the bottom.
Yeah.
Kitty litter.
It's been a day. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let it drain. Whatever.
Okay. Okay. So you take decapitated head. Are you taking anywhere specifically in the temple?
No, like
Or
I'm gonna just be like, I got this thing for somebody in the temple, and I'll just go to whatever random peon is there and deliver it.
Okay. There's a blue dragonborn there, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
And I'll make
what's in
them
the
sign
box?
for it. I don't know. I'll make them sign for it.
Okay. As you're walking around in the Dragonborn section of Sanctuary, you definitely sense that something's different. There's a lot of anger and frustration in the air, and a lot of not really moping, but they just seem like they've been broken.
Okay.
Understandable. Since we
Stop
killed.
by like a food cart.
Yeah.
Ask
I'm not
them.
saying you just sterilize 3/4 of the Dragonborn,
But
but
It's understandable since we sterilized them, infected them with a gremlin issue, and then killed like 2 of their major, you know.
What you guys doing? I was not here.
yeah. So I'll just stop by like a random food cart on my way out and just let chit chat. Be like, oh, work, huh?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that work. It sterilizes you.
It's like, yeah. Good days and bad days.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh, at
the
least you're
bar
not on
hits you.
fire, and then I'll leave.
Sometimes the bar eats you, and well.
All right. So, message delivered.
Understatement statement.
Anything else?
Nope.
I have a
that's it.
question.
Okay.
Instead of getting that 2-point safety, can I just get 2 extra dice if I don't fail?
Okay.
Because I don't feel like safety is a goblin way to go with science. Nat 20 or a
Yeah,
1?
you would.
You see this one and this
Yeah.
one over here?
I don't see
Nope.
the other one.
That one's a 1 and a.
Still don't see it.
Daniel, you need to, like... Oh, 2 1s. This is going to be great.
That's pretty awesome.
That's at advantage. You got a 1 at advantage.
I think somebody else needs to check their dice, not just you.
That's awesome. All right. So
I'm calling hanging Chad here.
Let's see here. So the last day, how does it go to you? Or go for you? Let's see. Miles, you were not there because you were off delivering the package.
Yeah, so somebody else was giving him a hand.
And
Well,
That would have been
even if I didn't
Illidan.
have disadvantage, it wouldn't matter.
all right. So go ahead and make your dexterity saves.
19 plus, so no doubt.
That's a lot of fives.
Yeah,
10,
20 total.
20. You're good for your save then. Let's see. That's 30.
Jeez.
Only 34 points of damage.
Okay, I feel like this is moving forward in terms of efficiency. If nothing else.
At least you know that it's damaging. It almost killed me. That's how I know it works.
All right.
Here's a
So,
question:
oh,
If I willingly sacrifice future saves in case you roll low, can I get the negative as extra dice for damage instead?
no, that was the end of it.
Well, I thought you said we had 10 days, but
Well, I've been rolling the other ones as well.
okay.
So that was day 9's.
Okay. So I have no eyebrows. How efficient do I feel this job is?
You have no hair on your body at all.
Why do you think I didn't have any hair on my body to start with? There's a reason I'm bald.
Yeah, Illidan was already bald, so that kind of works.
Well, I suspect I have significantly more scar tissue.
It's a free waxing. Free waxing.
I took 35 points before, like, saves. I'm fairly sure that isn't a waxing. I'm fairly sure it's a sand blasting, maybe.
It might be a waning.
So the grand total when I count out all the dice is about 20d6 worth of damage when this thing goes off, provided you don't accidentally set it off.
Wow, 20d6? That's insane.
But
Well, Jesse, let's be honest here. It's still going to be 20d6 if I don't accidentally set it off. It's just going to be 20d6 and I'm going to be in it.
yes.
Yeah, be careful.
Yikes.
What's its radius?
We'll find out.
Oh shit!
Okay, so
How far should I stand back?
here's what I would suggest. Now that we have that all primed and ready, the trigger for that is like if something else explodes next to it, that's gonna go off, right? Cause
Yeah, I doubt I've invented C4 after it's the first explosive compound in the world.
So we make one explosive runes, and we trigger it so that when it gets into the proximity of that, it goes off, which detonates the rest of it.
That's a pretty good move. Actually, here's a question: Can you set explosive runes to trigger when a specific person walks within range?
Yes.
That is pretty great. That is very useful.
And we know where he lives.
All right.
He's
So
not going to be where he lives.
it's the 10th day. You need to go talk to Grey Hall. What are you going to say to him?
So I made something up.
Okay, so as per our previous conversation, you don't feel like ending what you got and blowing yourself up right now is the better way to go. All right, we can work with that. We have possibly a plan to get Logar into a place where he can blow up without you being there.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get him to that place, we can stage what looks like a Dragonborn attack, and that way you're not on the hook for it. And if all of this goes down and you're not taking the blame for it, it looks like maybe you can go back and do the thing at the Arcanum. Does anybody want to add anything extra to that?
It's gonna be awesome.
It's totally.
So here's what's going through Grey Hall's mind right now. In order for him to go back, he has to be able to say, I didn't kill him. And the conversation, he's playing it out in his head, with the conversation with Winterhand. It's like, well, could you have stopped it? Yeah, I probably could have, but I didn't want to get involved.
Why don't you go back right now and just tell him that you gave up your quest to kill him?
I'm going to wait until this is resolved before I attempt anything.
That's fine. That's fair. We're just giving you the win-win out of you don't have to do the thing.
Yeah. Well, when this is done, I'll be starting over, so...
So when Winter Mint asks you if you could have stopped it, and you say, yeah, probably, but I didn't, is that going to be the end of that conversation?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I hope so.
When he asks you, well, just giving up is the same as being complicit in it, why don't you tell me what really happened? What are you going to say?
I'll probably tell him that you guys offered to kill him for me, so that my hands were clean of the matter.
That's what I figured.
I mean, his opinion of you is probably not going to change much, to be honest.
I don't care.
Yeah.
How do you know what his opinion of us is?
And you see him smile, and he says in a slightly louder voice, it's like, he knows my opinion of you, and I know his opinion of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody's opinion of me, but I don't care. So.
Yeah. That's either slightly creepy or adorable, possibly both, but really not relevant.
Well, because he's got us bugged, right? With his spell on.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like,
Right.
neither
I
of
mean,
them.
I don't know if you guys feel fine with just doing this and being caught at it by the Arcanum.
I don't mind anybody knowing what I...
The Arcanum probably already knows what we're up to and what we're doing.
Have you seen what I made? Have you seen that thing? I don't
Yes,
mind if
I
you
have.
know I built that thing.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Honestly, I don't care. Per my agreement, per the implied agreement with Winterhand, I'm not involving myself with the murder of Coalbelly.
That's
So
fair.
it's like my hands are clean of it. If you insist on going on this course of action, I will not stop you.
Hey, so quick question about politics, and I'm only asking for a friend. But if there were a call for separation, which way do you figure the Arcanum would go? Indifference or active participation?
Unless the Arcanum was directly attacked, it would be indifference.
Okay, good. I don't want the Arcanum directly attacked. I just don't want them to get involved.
Yeah. Now, if individuals from the Arcanum might get involved, but that wouldn't be policy. That would be, individual.
Right.
So, okay.
When you say start over, what do you mean? Because I've been working at the Arcanum for a while, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard this before.
Okay. He looks around and he goes like this, and sort of motions you over. Are you gonna come towards him?
I'll go towards him a little bit.
He leans in close and he says,
He
"I'm a
looks at you.
changeling.
Do I know what that is?
You've heard myths, but you're pretty sure they're not real.
Well, that would anticlimactic.
Ooh, he's a morpher. He
Okay.
changes shape.
It's not like something sexual.
Yeah.
They'd
Yeah,
have
not that
really
type of
long
change.
lives.
It might. He's into changeling. Yeah. Okay.
So, and he says it so that only Randy can hear him.
Okay, do I know anything, like, do they live really long time? Because, he's already admitted to being 100 years old.
Make a history check.
Hey, I would like to point out that my history bonus is +9.
Okay, get a 10.
So when you roll a 1, you'll get a 10.
Actually, I did roll a natural 15, so that's going to be like a 24.
Wow.
Okay.
Yay, I'm
That's
so
your best roll all night.
It is my best roll all night.
Of course, that is your best roll. Like the one roll where it has basically no impact. You're like, yes, 24.
Gotta take
So-
it where you get them.
So here's what you know. Changelings are mythical creatures that you're pretty sure don't exist. But yeah, they are near immortal. And they just, rip off their skin and become someone else.
It's Doctor Who. Oh my
So it's kinda like a
gosh.
snake shedding
Either
its
that or he's having you on, I mean, I could go over to you and say, oh yeah, I'm a unicorn.
Yeah,
That would
it's
be-
entirely possible he's serious. It's entirely possible he's just messing with you.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're a unicorn? Awesome.
Prove it. Make him prove it.
Giddy up, pony.
Make him prove it
Nope.
in
still
front of
not.
us all.
So, okay. I will take that knowledge and be like, interesting, okay.
So he says, okay. So you kids get to work and let me know when it's done.
That would be useful because we need somebody who is smart and can polymorph. Just saying. I don't know
Oh
that
yeah,
yet.
does he know
but-
the polymorph spell?
Yeah, he knows all of the spells.
Would he be willing to maybe at some point later polymorph a dude to look like another dude?
Polymorph's not permanent, is it?
There's one.
True polymorph?
Yeah.
Let me take a look. Let's see. Does he have true polymorph?
That's a 9th level spell.
Let's see. He could cast it.
Oh wait, that might also be probation.
He could cast it, but honestly, it's a spell he never really could use, so he doesn't know it. But he knows that it is at the Arcanum, in Winterhand's office. So if you guys got him a copy of it, he'd use it.
Need more of those potions than Dwarf's Gate.
But those are
Well-
only temporary.
Oh, they were?
We could just have him be our polymorph that we need. If he's a changer,
Yeah, but presumably he has, another knife plan that isn't pretend to be a vaguely ineffective dwarven bureaucrat for the rest of your life.
yeah, but we only need him for a little while until we can assign somebody else into the role. I honestly don't see how he didn't manage to kill the guy with that power.
It was close.
He missed.
He missed.
He stepped at the king.
He
Yeah.
rolled a 1. Like,
He rolled a one.
Yeah.
Well, he might be a really talented wizard, but with 9th level spells at his disposal, his best plan was still, you know what, exploding familiar. Like that's my plan. Not meteor storm, just kaboom cat.
Pretty
You know,
much.
Clearly not the sharpest tack in the
But
box.
to be fair, Kaboom Cat is a little bit more inconspicuous than a meteor storm. 'cause we're
Yeah, that's
thinking
true.
Especially underground.
Yeah.
Underground. Yeah, meteors falling from the sky underground is weird.
Well, I think once you've settled for I'm okay with exploding felines, like Soulweed is quite clearly not what you're aiming for.
Oh, okay. No, I know what we need. We need a hat of disguise. Can you get us a hat of disguise
Um,
for a friend?
Per friend.
No, I swear, if this character guys, my next character is just the friend. Weirdest, most curious stranger. Like, I just have a bunch of questions.
how long do you need it for?
I don't know how long the dwarves live.
It says I know of one, but it would be missed if it was taken for that long.
That's too bad.
How long could it be taken without being missed?
It depends on how stealthy you are.
What is your best estimate and worst estimate?
Maybe 2 or 3 days.
Okay. So 2 days would be the worst, and 3 days would be the best.
Whose is it?
Winter Hands.
Oh yeah, no, that's not really a. I would have a better time just asking him if I could have it.
Yeah, he would probably. Well, knowing what you were planning on using it for, he'd probably be disinclined to assist.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But yes, he probably would appreciate the honesty rather than the treachery. So, all right. So it's about that time.
Yeah.
You guys still didn't get to the exploding thing, but you still got stuff to
We made
explode.
progress. We killed Malik.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yes.
I have now finished my explosive device, which means my next step will be the Death Dread.
Oh, I give Shock that thing, the whatever thong.
The,
that
the
you
whale
want.
tail.
Stank thong.
You really don't want to use it?
No, this
Uh-huh.
is terrible.
Okay. You give him underwear. You present Shock with underwear.
Just kind of here, you wear the.
Hey, you want some underwear?
You presented him with his own piece of clothing?
Pretty sure that means you're married now.
So, so yeah.
Shucks.
He keeps complaining that it smells, and you don't smell anything.
That's awesome. And I'm like, so what does this do?
I don't remember. It's like saves against lying or something.
When you attune to it, you get advantage on people advantage on insight checks against people lying to you.
There you go.
Okay. He definitely puts it on the first chance he gets. He's like, oh, okay, thanks. And then he's like in his room, like putting it on and like looking at himself and the shiny brass and.
Whenever he asks someone, "Hey, how great am I?" It's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're so great." It's just gonna like light up like.
He's gonna go test it.
See, I find the whale tail of truth actually exists for a very simple reason. You put it on, and then you go, "Does my ass look great in this or what?" And then you will know for sure.
Just be glad that he's not the wrestling type of gladiator. Otherwise, that could be his costume.
Why should I be glad about that? I'm not innocently sad about that.
Hey Jesse, what's going on with that robe?
With the robe, I need to figure out what it is.
Okay, that works.
That was at last minute. I should give him something.
So it like makes his balls tingle when somebody tells a lie, or what?
It gets warm.
Okay.
How smart is he? Because like it would be hilarious if he misinterpreted that.
Shock isn't dumb, like.
Okay, that's kind of sad actually. I should almost wait and give it to Dodger.
He has a 16 intelligence with the.
Okay.
Yeah. but it's still pretty awesome.
Until
That is,
off air.
he's just like, ooh.
All right, anything else, guys?
Nope.
No,
All
not
right.
really.
All right, so see you guys next time.